Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. It is SCT Sampler Kit time. And if you're new here, whenever I do an unboxing of a kit, I also do a project. So first, let's take a look at what the kit has to offer. Now, they always come in these little mailers, and these are sampler kits, which means you get a sampling of products from current lines, partial packages of products. And you always have this theme word and a matching die set to go with it. And so this month we have the Smile die. And usually I need to pause and take a break to separate out product lines, but the product lines were pretty clear and easy this time around. Our reusable item this month is another die set, and it is this nested diamond shape from Honeybee Stamps. I'm excited to dive into that. Then we have a paper line from Fawn, and I'm going to put all of these papers in color order. Now, one of those is a teal and one of them is a blue, but my camera's not picking up the teal as well. And on the back, you can see a slight difference between the teal and the blue. So they have polka dots on one side and stripes on the other, and they're just very usable prints. And I will put those to use in my project if you stick around for that. We have a sheet of sticker sets from the Sun Chaser Heidi Swapp line, as well as some puffy stickers and a partial pack of ephemera pieces. And then I think there's a few more puffy stickers, yes. So that is the embellishments from that Sun Chaser line. And then here are the pattern papers, again, partial packages. Now, I bought the Sun Chaser line not too long ago. I bought really just the collection paper pack. And some of these samples of papers I am not recognizing. So I'm really curious to see what's in the collection paper pack versus what's in the full paper line. And of course, some of those papers I have and have used already. And in fact, I'm using some of them in my CKC kit this month. So out of curiosity, I did pull out my paper collection pack. And as I flip through it, you can definitely recognize some of the prints in there. But I know these 3 prints that I'm going to pull out here in a minute definitely weren't in that paper pack. And now I want more of them because I think they're really pretty. And speaking of shopping, if you want to pick up any of these items, I will leave you links below, as well as links to the SCT Sampler Kit. And that wraps up the kit unboxing. So let's go ahead and move on to the project. I knew right away that I wanted to use that Smile die for the title of my page. So I went through my story binder and found some photos that had good smiles in them, and I found this of me and my daughter, and we were just having a nice day exploring a new local-ish spot to us, and so that was a good reason to smile. I did pull out a 12 by 12 background sheet from that Heidi Swapp paper collection pack that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to use that as my background. I'm going to pull out all the colors of pattern paper from this kit that I think can work for what I'm going to do next. I'm going to use that nested diamond die set to create a whole bunch of frames. I'm also prepping my Smile title die to cut that out as well. And when I have all of these frames cut, I am going to put a piece of tape across them, low tack tape that's going to help hold everything in place so they don't just become a pile of mess on my table. So that will keep everything organized. I'm going to stack up my title on a piece of vellum to help give it a little bit more emphasis and separation from the background. And that is going to overlap my photo up there at the top. And then I set about playing with all of these little frames. Now, I've seen this technique done with actual like chipboard photo frames or whatnot, and I thought how fun it would be to use these diamond shapes in this way. So I'm trying to mix up the colors that I use in various areas of the layout. I'm overlapping and underlapping just to make it a bit more dynamic. And I've never done anything like this before, and it was kind of a fun process to just put pieces in place and play around with them. I'm also going through my embellishments and thinking about the things that I can add into these little diamond clusters to fill out the embellishing on this layout. And once I have things mostly settled, I will take a photo of it and set my camera down next to me so I can see where everything is so that I can try and get stuff back into place where I like it. And once that stuff is kind of in place, I will put another piece of low tack tape across these items. Oh, I'm adding one more embellishment to this cluster first, across these items, and try not to get that tape onto your photos because it doesn't release from photos the way it does release from the background pattern papers. And when I've got those items taped together, it's easy to flip it over, add some glue to it, and then flip it back and glue it down in place permanently. And that's how I go about when I've got a lot of bits and pieces to a cluster. That's how I go about keeping everything together and kind of in the same flow that I had intended it to be in. And with all that in place, I am ready to add a little bit more structure to this layout. I did pull out a journaling card that has a black title, and I had this little phrase circle over there next to my daughter and I smiling, and that is also black. So because those are both black, I added a few more black diamonds around my title to help pull a little more attention to that area as well. And that kind of creates a visual triangle of black pieces there. And then the rest of my embellishing, I'm going to kind of color coordinate. So I put that blue relax puffy sticker up there inside of a blue diamond. I've got this yellowy mustard sticker down here in the bottom next to an orange diamond. So it's not exactly matching, but it's kind of color coordinating. And that is how I am going to keep my embellishments more on the simple side and let those diamonds kind of do the hard job. Now, as I packed up my kit, I just wanted to remind you that any pieces that you have left over from cutting out these die cuts, you can totally save those and use those for other interesting layout ideas and techniques. And maybe I'll do another video on that. But in the meantime, here is some still shots of this project and how it came out in the end. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and that you got some ideas about how to put this kit to use in your own crafting. And if you did get something useful out of this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up because that really does help my channel. And I will be back with a couple more videos for you at the end of this week, so I do hope you'll join me then. Until then, have an artful day.